the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad mo, lakad mo,
Normally.
To being caught by the Rolling Thunder, all of the other spells. Again, not a hero that builds into a Manta. Can get a Satanic later on, but still no two ways to remove the Overgrowth. He's a hero with very good damage. 2 spells the last hit. He's probably gonna get the Soul Ring at some point. So if you're not pressuring him at least a little bit, you're gonna be in some trouble. And also make an opening, which they'll go for him.
Yeah, they're gonna jump though. Jikroy onto Mizu. A decent amount of damage at the moment, but they do still have to respect Radiant because the stuns are coming back up shortly. Bushwhack in a second if Yokem can get the connection, and he does as Mizu finds our first away from the Treant Protector.
Both of the supports have salves, so that's kind of solid. The lane will continue to be aggressive here, and top lane, well, Nigma Galaxy are gonna continue with their aggression. So the lane that we thought was gonna be the
bottom lane too. Oh, we're not done down here. In Your Dream once again giving over 72 damage to Delul, but Boombui is doing an exceptional job to hold back the Razor, who might just turn it to Boombui instead. He's got only 1 point in the Plasma, but it looks like Lim will land the Impale. And now they'll turn to In Your Dream. Delul's able to catch up. Oh my, beautifully done. 2 kills for Patriots in their off lane.
That's a mistake. Didn't have any good ways to bounce off of. I liked... Oh, he's actually going to continue going on Delul.
Yeah, okay. But Delul can turn it around. He's got level 6 already for the Razor to be able to play with, so Boomboo is just going to give over his life, and Delul can go back in. He's got some one charges in the arsehole, so this is not a fight that Nigma Galaxy C can take as Delul charging out of the tower. Need one more right click, but he doesn't get it. And now In Your Dream's going to turn around with the extra tower damage. Oh no. Patriots just biting off a little bit more than they can chew.
That would have been so awesome if they got the Alacrity kill. So now both teams will go for the smokes. And for me, Nigma Galaxy, it seems like they're in a better position for theirs to work.
Yeah, they are. Mizu already blink completed on the Mars, so an easy pick off as we saw Patriots. But they were trying to move to Radiant's Triangle, but no one's going to be home. So Nigma Galaxy C, that is a perfect move for them.
I think they're not done. I think they'll go for more Patriots here. They want a revenge.
See though, they've only got 1 point in the mana burn. It's right next to the teacher tower. This might be too deep as Boombui flies in, offers the overgrowth, but it will not matter. The Medusa's killed off, but can they get more revenge? Is the retribution enough to be able to turn this fight around for Nigma Galaxy C? And well, it looks like it is. Alacrity showing up, the Rolling Thunder, beautiful chain controls. There's going to be no escape for Delul. He's not killed off just yet, but now Mangdai even steps in, but the Dragon Knight doesn't have the best resources to be able to hit back, and well, that's going to cost him his life here as Alacrity should chase down, blink up in 1 second, but
it's not your job to do it. Your job is to finish her off when she's left alone. Take her damage away and ignore her. That is the way to go. Mid lane though,
Alacrity just Rolling Thunder, and all of a sudden Lim's life is taken apart thanks to Yokem with the big ultimate, and Patriots, so they're still standing hand in hand, looking to see if there's an opening to maybe get a pick-off and some retribution, but that would not be the case. So only 1 kill for the side of Nigma Galaxy's home. Nice read from In Your Dream. He's going to evade the area. They might turn to Yokem instead, or who's found who? Jikro's trying to blow up Mizu, but Mangdai jumps in. It's going to force Mizu to cancel the TP, protected with the BKB at the moment, but Nigma Galaxy sees a very awkward start to the fight for them. As Jikro once again targeting the backline. They're also onto the Medusa. They need a way to be able to protect In Your Dream, and they'll do so thanks to the overgrowth. And Jikroy, his BKB is soon to expire. He's able to jump out to the right side. Back in they go as Mangdai finds Alacrity's Pangolier. He's able to get the kill before he dies, and Mizu actually flies over once again. Oh, Mizu, that's perfect. Arena closing on to 3. Alacrity's protected with the Linkens. They haven't killed the Pango just yet. Alacrity escapes. Patriots lacking the damage. Still continuing to hunt Mizu. Delul doing a lot of damage, 174 stolen, but they just don't have enough. Look at this, all the sustain, the damage mitigation. Now they're going to go in. Them on the respawn. Has the stun connection. Alacrity's not even dead. What's going on? How have they not killed him? Just now is going to be the consequence. but it doesn't matter as NGXC will even run into Lim. Another death for him. But it just shows the sustain. Boom Buoy through that. They just want to brawl though. This Mizu's on the front.
You can see how he is putting himself at that choke point, pretty much mimicking 300. He has a big shield, he has a big spear, and he's protecting his teammates.
Mizu's going to run into Jikroy. It's going to be a lot of damage. Jikroy coming through with the fan and eyes, but the instant BKB is going to protect Mizu for the moment. As NGXC, easy kill onto Lim. Nothing really heavily committed. Rolling Thunder along with Sharpshooter. They're even going to catch up among Die in the river. The opportunity for the BKB. They're going to look to turn it around. Look at the wraparound for Delul. Oh, the static link. It's draining way too much damage. They're going to be cautious, but now with the Song guys out inside the middle, the disarm though, not allowing the Medusa to be able to stand her ground to fight. That's where Mizu comes into play, but it doesn't matter. As Jikroy and Delul swarm to the backline, they find 3, and Patriots, they don't even lose anyone.
Delul was there in the fight, just waiting for be the one initiating. You need the spear, not really the Rolling Thunder. We already talked about it. There is no lockdown, constant lockdown from the Rolling Thunder anymore, and that's actually a big nerf. Oh, DD on the PA.
Jikroy just sweeping on past. His team is a bit away from him. Let's see how much damage Jikroy is going to do with the jump, but Mizu instantly following up. He's not going to get lucky with the crits. So take away the ages. Nigma Galaxy C, they could get set up if they want to utilize the arena on the respawn. A beautiful pushback from Yokamp, but the BKB protecting Jikroy for the moment. And Jikroy's actually going to jump in close to the T2 tower. They have to be cautious though. They still have the arena. You wasted BKBs, but they still want to go. They're onto In Your Dream. He's taking away a majority of the damage from Delul. Alaka with the backline gets the assassination. Now Mizu finally jumps. It's a beautiful arena. Kiting Razor along with the Phantom Assassin, but there's no damage. In Your Dream has lost 174, so he's just tickling Dire. And this will give them an opportunity, a window at that, just to be able to kill off the Pango, and Jikroy is not done just yet. Pouncing once again at the mouth of the tier 3 tower, but NGXC, they can reset back to the safety of their own base. Try and get a little bit more territory across the map as Bump Dire, along with Delul, is going to get an easy kill onto Boom Buoy, and this might open up Roshan or maybe more pickoffs as Jikroy is going to jump into the middle. He doesn't want to force a BKB, and that's going to cost him his life as Jikroy gets too greedy, and Nigma Galaxy C will capitalize on the window of opportunity as Alacrity chains this into a 3rd kill. Oh my.
Okay, well, that's one way to put it. Medusa just a tad bit. But not using the BKB there, you killed one.
He's just going to jump. You're onto the Dragon Knight. It's going to be a lot of damage early. BKB protecting among Die for the moment. They have issues though, Delul. He soaked away all the damage from In Your Dreams. The Razor's still unable to stand his ground. But the BKB is soon to expire, so Mizu's going to land down in the arena. But without the Phantom Assassin, the damage is really lacking. Yes, they can help it up the Medusa. Yes, they can kite her. But it doesn't look like it matters as Alacrity. Oh, hang on. Jumps back into the middle. Gets a lot of lives still back. With Jikroy on the respawn, it looks like the side of NGXC just hoping to get out. And Alacrity might be able to do so. No way. Okay. Nicely done. Take a fight there.
This is the classic move. You want to force out TPs, and then you wait for the enemies to get out of the base, and you smoke on them when they're on the top part of the map, not set up.
Look at this. The remnants of the T1 tower. They just assassinate Lim. And now Alacrity is looking to catch out some stragglers, but no one's home. They'll pick off onto the Nyx Assassin. They might try and force the buttons. It's a lot of information, though. It's a lot of information. He sees Mizu on the backline, but it doesn't matter because Alacrity is in the middle first. Onto the Grimstroke Sharpshooter. Actually going to be tanked up from among Dire. So UK is taking the full brunt of the force. To the western side, though, Jikroy, he jumped. He didn't blow anyone up. So now I have the confirmation of the Phantom Assassin's positioning. Alacrity, a bash, overgrowth, Jikroy, instantly being able to dispel. That's going to look for the kill, the refresh the abilities. Now we can jump to him among Dire. With the BKB on cooldown though, Jikroy's going to be in trouble. Turned to stone once again. Now Mizu's going to fly on over. Arena committed. They're going to turn to Delul if they can get rid of the Razor before the static link. This is huge for the fight as Delul can't stand his ground.
He has to buy back as well.
NGXC, a huge window for them to take Roche.
Patriots, they need the Razor here if they want to fight. There are no spells on the side of Nigma Galaxy. You should go right now. There is no better time.
Maybe they can steal it. That could be the play, but Mungdaya. It's a late buyback for the Razor. Look at the space on Alacrity. Oh my! And Mungdaya, hang on a second. Dragonite, you're a little bit too late to try and steal this and condemned to death as DK 100 seconds on the deck. He doesn't have a coming out. They're going to run into In Your Dream. To the northern side, though, they want to try and deal with the supports instead as Yokan protected for the moment. Meanwhile, Delul, oh, you need the Razor. He's so vital to be able to kite the Medusa. Now they won't have her as the fight's in shambles. Two fights split in half.
Backlines.
Patriots trying to group up around their ward, but In Your Dream and Mizu chasing them down. Or do they want objectives instead? It's a very awkward position from either side. Maybe they can jump Alacrity. He actually wants to go in. As Mizu is the follow-up. The stun lock is there. Now it's all on Jikroy. A hope and a prayer with the Rapier to turn this game around. He needs a Phantom Strike target, but the bash is coming through thick and fast. Jikroy, can he get anywhere? He cannot. Rapier dropped on the deck, and that should be all she wrote.
Yeah, and the Medusa now has 2 Rapiers, so he didn't want to take the enemies. He wanted to play this one fairly, but he still gets that one. So now with the 1000 damage, this is gonna end fast.
Wow, what a game to be able to kick off our night. 55 minutes in, double Rapier, but in the end it will be NGXC taking our game 1.
Yeah, very solid performance from both teams, I have to say. There were a few things that I didn't like from Patriots. They got the towers down, that was the first move, but then they slowed down a little bit. You know, all those little things, they can add up towards the later stages of the game, and I just wanted them to be a bit more aggressive. Nigma Galaxy, this is what happens to some... Yeah, it's banned. Okay, that one would have been pretty good. A hero that builds into a Skadi would be nice, and Faceless Void, that's actually quite solid, especially with all of the damage that they have. But I have to say, not a lot of teams, not a lot of players know how to utilize the Void perfectly, especially in the games where you're relying on them to end the fight in your favor.
Yeah, I like the point you mentioned, though, about if the law's showing across the map, then there's really no threat. Like, you not having to worry about duel. Maybe the threat could be like a boat into Grimshaw combo if Lim is a high enough level. But you take a look at Dial, like there's a lot of things that they can get kills off as well. There's an early one, Jikroy bottom lane. It's going to go down to Mizu and Yokem combined together with their level 2s.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that should never happen. The blink timing is around the 11-minute mark. Of course, the ideal is around the 9-minute mark, but given that he has a weak laning stage, that's not going to happen. And then until you get a first BKB, either on the Kunkka or on the TA, you're going to be in some trouble. Good thing for Patriots, though, is that tower pushing potential of Nigma Galaxy.
Mungdaya might go down mid. Alacrity does a really good job to keep him inside the tower range with the chains, and has got slide up shortly. And that is enough. So Alacrity, a big solo kill.
Patriots, I just hope they aren't phased because of what happened in the previous game that they had. The kill in itself is bad enough.
Yeah.
Losing a full wave, it would make your life so much harder. But now, the Ember will actually hit level 6 fairly soon. So this Kunkka, even with a double bracer, he's going to be susceptible to dying once again, especially with the support rotation. Top lane, though.
At the low, onto Boombui. Frost Shield's not really going to protect him for too much longer. No way. Okay, Delo gets that last swipe to claim the life of Boombui. Now, In Your Dream is sticking around, but Time Walker to be able to reset bottom lane. Jikroy's going to go down for a second time this lane.
It's not looking the greatest. Now when the Sand King is level 4, I kind of get it. Nigma Galaxy, they saw that Patriots were kind of phased from the previous game, and
bottom lane, Mizu's charging up the epicenter. First epi of the game just for measly old UK. And is pretty difficult hero to be able to kill off, but they will get him nonetheless. And our top as well, they're trying to get aggressive on Delul. In Your Dream has the threat of the Chronosphere, needs to get rid of the Phantom's Embrace. Delul is actually looking to stand his ground. Inkswell coming up in a couple of seconds, but a nice timing from In Your Dream is able to reset away from the area, and now they are back in. Oh, even dropping the Chronosphere at the last second is In Your Dream, wanting the +1. They need some bashes. Bashes, hello, anyone? There we go. In Your Dream gets it on the last right click to secure the double kill.
And that
A double looks like at the Ancients.
bottom lane.
Poor old UK. We killed off to the combo. Mizu and Yokam combined together. Nothing crazy, was it? Yeah, still not sharpshooter level 4 Yokam, but this is going to be a very good blink timing though from Mizu as well. Top lane, the action continues. Boat's going to be out. They should be able to find their first duel victory of the game as Delul up to +10 damage now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Those kills are very important, but you saw on the bottom lane that Ogre really needs to go on a diet. He couldn't move between the trees, just an easy body block coming out from the Sand King, and that's why they got the kill. And UK is continuing to go towards the bottom lane, just wants to defend this tower as much as possible, understands the threat. Once the Blink Dagger is out, if all of the towers there, it's gonna be different, but it means that the Sand King can fight on top.
He doesn't have the blink delivered just yet on the Sand King. I want to fight. You've got Chrono and Mask and Madness. Patriots have to be so cautious about this. And In Your Dream, he's going to pounce a Chrono onto the tankiest target. The rest of the Patriots, they're starting to flock to the area. Beautiful timing with the press the attack, but it doesn't matter. As NGXC, they have the numbers. They'll require the bash to get Delul. And unfortunately, In Your Dream is not lucky.
And now a blink on the Sand King. You don't want to stay on the top lane for too long. That's the gold lead is continuing to increase in their favor.
Dire's middle tower is under
And the big
attack.
thing is that the Faceless Void is a carry that can easily be... Is Ogre going to be killed off? Okay, he actually is. Alacrity commits with the Remnant. Among Dire... Oh,
Dire in
nice
trouble.
dodge from Alacrity. He's got another Remnant up shortly. Meanwhile, bottom lane, they get a gigantic kill. I don't know how that happened. Delul looks like the Blade Mail into maxed out Inkspell was actually enough damage to kill off the Faceless Void.
Yeah, 1200 HP. He actually doesn't have that Sand King blink until the BKB comes out.
You see they're hesitant to jump Mermaid Dire. Want a bigger fish to fry. Jikru is going to be that. They didn't... Did they see him? They might have seen him. Looks like Mizu's going to jump. Yes, sir, they did. They need detection. And poor old Jikru, unfortunately, is going to be stuck inside a rock and hard place. And now even Alacrity is through to connect along with Yokam. So the sharpshooter's plenty to get rid of the Ogre Magi. And they're out. Delul's got the jewel back up. Unfortunately, will not close the distance. Mermaid Dire swipes that thanks to the Tidebringer. But in the end, a 2-for-1.
He didn't have that level 10, but he still has that duel, so this could be a dead Lich.
Yeah, looks like it is. That's huge. You were just mentioning about trying to scale up the Legion Commander. Giving him more kills is definitely going to help out in that regard, but the Ember Spirit might be in trouble as well with the Phantom's Embrace. He can't deal with it. Oh, Lim up to a killing spree. We're just showing the value.
Because the Sand King will be hunting them one by one. So right now, you want to fight, and Mizu knows.
Mizu knows. He's actually going to go for the epicenter, hoping to get a kill and get out with his life. Unfortunately, he doesn't have enough damage, but he also disrupt the combo. But it gives time for Delul, where he can jump in the river and drop out plenty of damage to find a duel victory. So Mizu just getting a bit too greedy on the Sand King, and might cost Boom Bowie his life as well. X-Drag back as the rest of Patriots swarming underneath the tier 1 tower, and there will be no defense now with 2 heroes put in the grave.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
What Nigma Galaxy are doing right now is that they're testing the limits of what they can get away with. He really didn't need to break that smoke. They knew that it was come keep you alive. You need to force out the BKBs. If the boat comes out, the BKBs come out, and you're actually trading hits with your opponents, if you're Nigma Galaxy, you will lose. So you need to kite something out, or at least jump in and get a kill fast. But that needs to be on the LC, because the press the attack is always going to make that almost impossible. So it is hard to fight for Nigma Galaxy, and in my mind, I'd rather for them to force out the enemy TPs and try to pick them off one by one.
Mizu, gotta be cautious. Delul's gonna charge in the middle. Blink, they get the dual connection onto Alacrity. The damage is lacking the moment. Now with the counter initiation, they're into the middle. Mizu once again, ridiculous amount of damage with the epicenter is In Your Dreams. He's able to follow up, trying to stand his ground. He's gotta be cautious. Jikru with the physical damage will push them back. but I don't think Patriots can stick around for round 2.
Bash.
Hoping for a bash in your dream doesn't get lucky, but at least they can turn their attention now to Jacroy as there are 0 casualties on the side of NGXC.
Okay, so Patriots felt that this was their timing, and they went Siri, and no one is dealing with him. In my mind, you have to kill that Sand King. If he's not dead, Nigma Galaxy could just have way too much of an info of what's going on.
Oh, they know this occurring. Dilu's gonna jump at the Lincolns. Oh no, it blocks the duel. They're still gonna be in trouble. A double soul by leashing them together, but it doesn't matter. Chrono onto the backline with the chain frost, the wombo combo. It's out in full force as NGXC can swarm over the remaining heroes. Mamung Die, the lone survivor, but not for long. The Yaws at the last second to cancel the TP, and NGXC, they pounce with a perfect combo.
Yeah, NGXC, they knew exactly what they needed to do in this game to win. They even...
Multiple ways to be able to protect In Your Dream, who is farming pretty aggressively. They're going to run into Alacrity. So this time the Lincoln's not able to protect him, but NGXC wanting to pounce, seeing if there's any stragglers in the neighborhood, but nice read from Patriots. They're not going to stick all around too long. Fortunately for the Grimstroke, he doesn't really have the capability to reset. Jikro's got to get out. A blink at the last second. Mizu, though, with the backstab.
I see him.
Runs into the Legion. They get the chains as well. Kent, no way.
Both is there.
Oh, my. They get the bow, but I don't think it really matters. Templar Assassins killed off, and now NGXC, they can swarm the base. No buyback on T8 to turn this around, but now with the Soulbind, hang on a second, Ember is not respecting the combination, so once again, the control proving to be an issue, but this is where Mizu can come into play to turn this fight back into the favor of Dire. A beautiful ultimate once again from Mizu cuts away the life of Mamung Dire.
Radiant's bottom tower
Way too far
is
ahead
under
right
attack.
now on the side of Nigma Galaxy.
Oh, thank God for that backtrack on the time walk.
Though it's better to fight now than later on. It's only gonna get worse. Oh, again.
Mizu, what are the balls on this guy? All right, they're just baiting. They're just baiting again. Chrono onto 3. That's it. Wombo combo out again in full force to end this game. And NGXC, they've always been an exceptional team to be able to take team fights. We've seen in past iterations, of course, with Polison on the roster and you know, a different DPC tours as well, but nothing really changes. This team is ridiculous, as in the end, In Your Dream gets a rampage to close out the game.
Dire victory.
Yeah, perfect way to close out the series, give us a rampage. It wasn't that hype because the fight was already gone, but Nigma Galaxy, I think they read Patriots there. As I said, you have 3 ways to try to go back into the game. The only thing that was left was a team fight. If they come to your high ground, it's actually harder to fight than around that tier 2 because the enemies know exactly from which angle you're going to be coming.
Right.